All right, we're going to call this the Epic of Belisarius. It's supposed to read like a poem. I don't know if I did that, and I also can't read my own handwriting, so this might be horrible. In ancient times, upon ancient lands, there once was born a man. This man we now have comes from humble beginnings, though some will say different, they do not sound convincing. For their claims lie on the rocky shores of fate, yet fate as it would have us would be all that matters. For this young man born in Germania of Illyria, this young man whom they call Belisarius. Like many who are raised in a world so humble, Belisarius yearned for the battlefield rumble. So in a year speculated as 523, the bodyguard of Justinian, Belisarius did join. It was here that he served for most of his year. It was amongst the guard that he would grow old and weak. But enough of that for now. There are battles to be fought, wars to be won, and Belisarius shall finally employ his blade. His virgin assignment, co-commander with Cited, his brother by law, and the true brother to the wife of Belisarius, Theodora. In 526, toward the land of Persia, the flashing of blades and the roaring of men, as from their bodies they had their souls torn, and tossed onto the land, worn by war. Victory was the gift, and in pillaging they were swift, but their ego, alas, did betray them. The Persians rallied their forces, pushed into the fray, and Belisarius was defeated on that very day. Yet this was no strife in the warrior's life, as his liege would soon take the throne, the 1st of April, the year of the Lord, 527. The throne of Constantinople was born unto the hands of Justinian. As an emperor does serve, he fulfills his term, though he knows not when of the grave he will learn. In his years of rule, Justinian would wage war or continue a war, unwillfully inherited. Warring as their professions, Justinians, Byzantines, Sassanid Persia, sworn enemies wishing only to kill. But the thrill was Belisarius, as he battled his way through lands massive and foreign. The spoils of his victories was not just of money, but status and influence the same. The year of the Lord, 527, Belisarius did receive a gift unto thee, promotion to the post of the governor of Dara. As he continued to fight, he continued to climb that ever-reaching ladder of military might. The year of the Lord, 530, Belisarius did see, as he sat as master of the soldiers in the east. As his aid he did take the historian Procopius, who did pen his victories and campaigns. But what was it like on the battlefields at night, or at day when the flies swarmed the way? Citizens were recruited, a cavalry was formed, and riding upon horses with mighty steel in hand, the forces of Justinian, under the hand of Belisarius, did so wage their war. Within these wars, Belisarius saw an opportunity for revival, a revival for himself. For having lost the battle with Azarethus, so to war he turned for redemption, and redemption he did find. In the year 532, Belisarius suppressed the Nika riots, and in the court and view of Justinian, Belisarius was once again worthy. Fighting more, always more, a man such as Belisarius can taste no end. He must fight until his enemies taste their earthen pen, from Carthaginian expeditions to the horrors of the Gothic War. Belisarius was at the front of his horse. On the conquest of Italy, he stumbled into Rome, taking it somewhat as his own. He fortified the walls and enlarged the food stores. He prepared for invaders, soon to be at his door. But alas, he was outnumbered. The Goths were almighty. On that Roman field, and to them the citizens of Rome did begrudgingly yield. Throughout his career, men learned to fear the great and mighty Belisarius, a master of war, the superior wielder of men, often outnumbered, but never outmaneuvered. He stands tall, resting his foot upon his enemy's fall. Unity of command, economy of force. These are the tenets by which a great man was painfully forged. Belisarius was described as a master of deception, fighting with his right hand whilst the left prepares to kill. Looking left and striking right, the might of the snake is greater than that of the lion, and Belisarius was honorably so a snake. In 548, he was forced to retire. Surely that was only a jest, for in 559, Belisarius was called upon, pleaded with. The old general Belisarius was needed to live. For the Huns were at the gate, and Belisarius did fight. Victory was soon his. The old man should not be trusted, for his opponents shall not witness their own gray beards. His final victory, the old man was finished, and so retreat he did, feigning no returns, yet the return to his estate. Built from riches and hate, and in 565 he drew his last breath, leaving the world peacefully after fighting for so long. In the same year, Justinian did so perish as well. As one card falls, so do they all. And the reign of the mighty emperor and his mightier general comes to an end. But to the imagination and the waging of war, their lives shall forever lend.